Hello, everybody. Thanks for hopping in on another edition of the Jboy Show. Going to get to Chris Doering in our interview with him. Great stuff. It's always great. SEC Network, Sirius XM, guy that played at Florida, was an unbelievable player, unbelievable wide receiver, set records, one that just got overpassed this last season there at Florida. But something we talk about and something that I think you guys, find interesting, there's different opinions on it, is these neutral site games early in the season. Whether it's Georgia and Clemson playing in Charlotte or Alabama, Miami playing in Atlanta. I don't like that. Something that is great about college football, one of the main great things about college football is that home team, hometown, on-campus stadium, close to campus stadium atmosphere, that community atmosphere that makes those games so electric. Not that, the fans aren't loud in the Dome in Atlanta or New Orleans when they meet up. But to me, neutral sites are reserved for bowl games, not for big matchups early in the season. Then you look at teams like Auburn going to Penn State, and Penn State coming to Auburn, and then LSU going to UCLA, and UCLA going to LSU, and Alabama going to Oklahoma State, and Oklahoma State coming to Alabama. To me, they make for much better stories, but much better experiences. It just doesn't feel as electric as it normally does, or that being able to wake up and walk outside of the town you grew up in and hear the band playing and knowing that there's a team that you've never seen in person, maybe from the other side of the country, that's coming into your backyard to play against your team. To me, that means something. And I get it, the revenue for these cities and the TV and all this other stuff, but it's just not the same. I wish we'd get back and as me and Chris Doering talk about, it's somewhat trending back to the way that I prefer it to be, where you're going and playing home and homes. You think about the difference in Legion Field when they used to play the Iron Bowl there, and now playing it at Auburn and Alabama. You look at Georgia, Florida, and I know I'll catch flack for this. I don't like they play it in Jacksonville. Why aren't we playing in Athens and Gainesville? Well, why do we do this? I don't get it. You should have to earn the right to play at a neutral site, and that be a bowl game or the playoff. The regular season is meant for regular venues, and the regular venues are the hometown venues of those teams. I hope we keep pushing back to that. I hope we get back to that, because that makes it fun and it's a better experience. I think not only for the home team and the hometown fans, but the away team and the away fans. And I'll use Auburn as an example. Going up to Happy Valley, there's probably people, Auburn fans, that would never go to Pennsylvania other than the reason to watch Auburn play Penn State and being able to go in that stadium and see it, whether it's a whiteout or not. You'll have those stories forever. A lot of people have been to the Georgia Dome. A lot of people have been down in New Orleans to the Dome. But it's different. It's a different feel. And you get to know the tailgating. What separates that school? What stories you're able to take back that say, hey, they did it different here. You should have tried this restaurant there, or this, that, and the other. To me, the neutral site games just feel corporate. I don't know another way to put it. They just feel corporate. And as college football becomes more corporate, which I hate, regardless of how you feel, that's the way it's becoming. There's some things that I think we can use to kind of set up as guardrails or roadblocks before it becomes too corporate. And I really hope we keep trending back to that. Kudos to the teams that are going to play home and homes against these other teams. It's going to make for great stuff. Not that Georgia Clemson's not going to be a great game, or Alabama Miami, at least until after the first quarter, is probably not going to be a great game. But I want to get back to the hometown feel. And I think a lot of you guys will agree with me. But hey, make sure you stay tuned. We got Chris Doering. We're talking everything. We're talking the new playoff. We're talking West. Is there a surprise team? Auburn, Ole Miss, Arkansas. What does he think about Alabama? We talk about Georgia. And if you saw the graphic we put out, we're going to be doing this. We're ranking the SEC positions by group at wide receiver. Had a big debate between Georgia and Alabama there. Who has the number one group? I have it at Georgia. See what Chris Doering thinks. Hang on, and let's win the water cooler.